Come in.
They came as soon as you called. What's happened?
Yeah, well.
Eve.
See. And you, what are you doing here?
Well, someone has to talk some sense to Whitney.
Oh, sweetheart. Oh. Are you okay?
Of course not. She gave up our grandchild for adoption. And I know it's because of you. I know you're behind this. And I'll be damned if I let you get away with it.
Welcome to Family Feud for the new millennium. And the #1 answer is incest.
You know, Eve, you are to blame for Whitney giving her baby up for adoption. Now my grandson's gonna be raised by strangers.
Daddy, Mommy didn't make me do what I did, okay?
Whitney, the most important thing in life is family. Now, Eve has made you discard your baby like it doesn't even matter.
That is not what happened.
Yes, it is. Eve has destroyed Whitney's belief in family by her own bad example.
Oh, that's not true.
So, Eve, what was plan B? Huh? To get drunk? Drive over the baby and kill it like you almost killed me?
Oh, shut up, TC. I've had enough of this.
Stay the hell out of this, Julian. You cranes have caused me enough grief. You cheated me out of my future playing tennis. Now you're helping Eve cheat Whitney out of her future with her baby. You know what? I've had enough of you. I'm gonna rip you apart.
No! Stop! Daddy, stop! Stop it! No, stop it! Stop it!
This is Mr. Bateman. He's from the DNA lab.
He can perform the test on Marty right here now. Marty doesn't have to go anywhere. In fact, we don't even have to wake Marty up.
Oh, there is no way out now, Betty. You are so busted.
He can just take a swab from Marty's mouth and then take a sample from you. And once and for all, we will know beyond a shadow of a doubt who Marty's real mother is.
Oh, boy, you bet we'll know. There's gonna be curtains for you, Missy.
I'll show you this way to Marty's room.
No! You can't do this.
Why not, Beth? Why won't you let us do a DNA test on Marty? What are you hiding?
Where do you think you're going?
You're supposed to be locked up.
And how did you get in the building?
Yeah, remember Indiana Jones?
Yeah, I do. Let's dance.
All right, time to get the hell out of here.
Yeah, let's go.
Move, and your friend dies. It's over, boys. There's no escape.
Catherine, I just want to thank you again for being so kind and listening to my problems.
Oh, Gwen, it was my pleasure. I just pray, though, you give up this hatred of Teresa. It's not good for you. It's not good for her.
Well, I suppose anything's possible, but I really don't see that happening anytime soon. I tell you, it's a very good thing that Teresa's so far away from here. Because if I were to see her right now, I wouldn't trust myself not to tear her apart. Oh, my God. Teresa! What the hell are you doing here?
Gwen? Gwen?
Oh, my God. Teresa's here. And she's walking.
If I needed to give Ashley back to Teresa now, if I even so much as saw her with my baby, I will kill her. And this time I won't stop until I finish the job. Teresa, you get your hands off my Ashley right now.
Jane is my daughter, Gwen.
Stop saying that, okay?
It's the truth.
Teresa, give me my daughter now!
I would hold the hand of the one who could lead me places and kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet. And I would fly on the wings of the bird I knew could take me highest. Breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are the fire burning inside of me. You are my passion for life.
Well, Beth, why are you so against having a DNA test done on Marty?
Because it's ridiculous, that's why.
Is it? Because I would think that you would want to prove that Marty is your child. Unless that's not the truth and Marty is really my child. Is that what this is about?
Beth, Sheridan asked you a question.
Are you hearing this, Angels? Louise is finally suspicious.
Look, yes, Louise, I heard Sheridan. I'm speechless that you would let her treat me this way. Accusing me of lying. I mean, Marty is my child, and everyone knows it.
I don't.
We'll get over it, okay? I don't have to prove anything to anyone when it comes to my son. And I certainly don't need you dragging Louise and this trade school technician down here to demand a DNA test on my child. You have no right.
Beth, Marty is my son also, and I want to do the test.
No, Louise, you want to humor Sheridan instead of facing facts here.
What facts?
Look, I'm sorry, I don't want to say this, but you're paranoid. You're delusional. You keep hallucinating that Marty is your son. Reality check. Your son is dead, Sheridan. Dead. It's time for you to accept that and leave me and my son the hell alone.
Teresa, you hand over my baby right now, or I swear I will not be responsible for what happens.
Why don't you save the insanity defense for your trial, Gwen? Jane is my child, and I'm here to take her back home with me where she belongs.
How the hell did you get here in the first place?
I came with Ethan.
Ethan is here? My husband brought you here.
Not exactly.
Well, no, of course not. You must have just forced yourself on him again, right? You never stop. You are still after my husband.
Stop yelling.
You
You're
know
gonna
what? I
upset
bet you,
Jane.
You know what? I bet you Ethan didn't even know that you were on the plane because he came here to rescue me and our daughter, and you were just around, as always, to complicate things.
My daughter, Gwen. Jane is mine and Ethan's.
I am warning you right now. You better stop saying that, Teresa.
Or what, Gwen?
Teresa, I'd hoped that you would have learned by now. I can't let Teresa get to me. I have to be strong. I have to stay focused.
You face it, Gwen. Jane is my child. Mine, not yours. You stole her from me that night at the hospital. Do you remember? You hid out with Rebecca's help. You flew away on the Crane jet with my daughter. Only Ethan found out where you were. And now we are here to take her back home with me and her real father.
You say that one more time, Teresa, and I swear.
You gonna stab me again, Gwen? This time, are you gonna kill me?
I would be crazy not to kill Teresa.
Buy time. Think of a way out of this. Look, we're not going anywhere. Just don't shoot him, okay? I'm not making a move.
You better not be playing me. I'm overdue for a good, clean kill.
No, I'm not playing you. You got us. Dead to rights. Don't shoot him, okay?
Mr. Crane gave strict orders to keep you from escaping under any circumstances. Now it's back to your special guest room until Mr. Crane decides what to do with the two of you.
That's it. Well, why wait? Why don't you ask him yourself? We tried to escape, grandfather, but this guy is just too much for us.
I'm just doing my job, Mr. Grant.
You all right?
Yeah.
Let's get out of here.
Fox! Fox. Hey. What? Are you hit?
No.
Must have been the guard.
Look, I wasn't trying to kill him. I was just trying to stop him from killing us.
No, I know. There's no blood.
No.
Oh, look, there's a bullet lodged in the wall.
Good.
Must have hit his head when you two dove for the gun.
Oh, let's get the hell out of here before he comes to.
Yeah, other guards probably heard the shot. They're gonna be swarming us.
We gotta get Teresa and the others, get off the island before more guards come.
Listen, thanks for saving my life, man.
Yeah, no problem. Let's go.
The boys in the basement must be loving this. I know I am.
I am tired of you messing with my hand with you attacking Eve.
Oh, gosh, this fighting isn't making anything better for anyone. It's just making it worse.
Dr. Killjoy.
Worse? Whitney gave my grandson up for adoption. How the hell could it get any worse?
TC, I didn't tell Whitney to give the baby up for adoption. I was against it. I tried to convince her not to do it.
It's what I've been trying to tell you, Daddy. Mom was against it, okay?
So, Whitney, why did you do it? Why didn't you keep your baby?
Why, indeed. When TC gets his question answered, things are going to get really ugly, and I, for one, can't wait.
All right, Whitney, tell me. Why did you give your son up for adoption? What in God's name would possess you to do such a thing?
I have my reasons, okay, Daddy?
Well, I'd like to hear them.
TC, please stop pushing her. It's been hard enough on her already.
Oh, really? Well, nobody bothered to call me to let me know that my own daughter was having my first grandchild. If it wasn't for Tabitha, I would still be in the dark.
I just thought TC would like to know.
Oh, yes, Tabitha, of course we did.
Tabitha was very sweet to care. Thank you, Tabitha. But you, Eve, you didn't have the decency to call.
You told me not to call you. You told me never to call you ever again.
Damn it, how petty can you be?
It's petty. I was just obeying your wishes, TC.
Oh, please, Eve. This was important. You didn't call TC because you didn't want him in Whitney's life.
That is not true.
Oh, yes, it is. You knew TC would never let her give that baby up. And that would mess up your plan, wouldn't it?
Plan? What plan? I didn't want Whitney to give the baby up.
Oh, yeah. And you never lied to us before, have you?
Just stay out of this, Liz. This is none of your business.
Oh, yes, it is. Whitney is my niece. And once TC and I are married, she will be my stepdaughter, so I care very much what happens to her and what you have pushed her to do.
I didn't push her into anything. I didn't want her to give up the baby.
Okay, my mother is right. She was trying to talk me out of it, Aunt Liz, okay?
Honey, I know your mother said she didn't do it. But she has lied to you and your father and your sister so many times. How can you trust a word out of her mouth?
Shut up, Liz. Give that forked tongue of yours a rest.
Damn you, Julie.
No, TC, it is okay. Just ignore him. Because the truth is, if it weren't for Eve, Whitney would have married Fox and they would have their son right now. But because of you, Eve, Whitney could not trust Fox's love. So she couldn't do it. This is your fault, Eve. You are 100% to blame.
Trashing Sheridan in front of Louise. Oh, that's smart. That's really smart.
Why are you being so hostile towards Sheridan?
How am I supposed to be when she keeps trying to take my son away from me? I mean, what mother wouldn't be upset if her child is threatened?
No one is threatening Marty.
Yeah, you seem threatened, Beth. Why is that?
Sheridan, I'm sorry. I should be more sensitive to the fact that your baby is dead and you simply can't accept the awful truth. But I try to be understanding, and enough is enough. Luis thought that being around our son would help you get over losing yours, but just the opposite has happened. You've become obsessed with the notion that Marty is your son again. And then you thought I was a clown, and you attacked me? This Marty is yours business, it's gotta stop. Marty is my son with Luis, so accept it.
No, I don't have to accept anything. Not until the DNA test proves that Marty is your child, which it won't because he's mine.
Sheridan, I know that you Cranes are used to getting everything that you want, but my son is not something that you can buy. You, lab geek, go home. There's no DNA testing going on tonight. I won't allow it.
No. You stay here. Luis, would you please remind Beth that you are Marty's father, and you can have the test done on him whether she wants it or not.
Oh, Sheridan's right. Look, I am Marty's father, and I do have rights, and this is the second time that you refused to have a DNA test done on Marty. Now, why is that? What's really going on here?
Beth is going down. That's what's going on.
I don't see anyone.
Well, maybe they're...
All right, then let's keep moving.
Oh, hold on a second. I want to make sure this thing's ready, you know, just in case. Still can't believe you're here.
What was I gonna do? Sit on my duff in Harmony while you all were being held prisoner? Couldn't do that. And I need to know, how is Jane?
Jane's
how is
good.
Gwen?
Jane's good. Gwen's real good with her, you know. She loves her like crazy.
Crazy? Crazy? She's still...
No, she's not out to lunch anymore. She's finally realizing that Teresa's, you know, Jane's biological mother, but she keeps calling her Ashley still, you know. I think she plans on keeping her no matter what.
At least her mental state is better.
Makes your decision more difficult, doesn't it?
Look, I don't even want to think about that until we get everybody off this island.
Okay, but don't kid yourself. As soon as we find Teresa and Gwen, they're gonna make you choose. So who's it gonna be? Teresa or Gwen?
I'm taking Jane back home with me where she belongs. To live with Ethan, her father, and me, her real mother.
Oh no, Teresa could be driving Gwen back into madness again.
Don't try to stop me.
You are not walking out of here with... How in the hell are you even walking?
The swelling around my spinal cord, it finally went down enough for me to regain the use of my legs.
Oh, please. Your paralysis was probably just some act to get Ethan.
It wasn't an act, Gwen. You paralyzed me. Remember that night in the hospital? I'm fine now.
Yeah, so I see.
Look, I'm taking Jane. I'm gonna go find Ethan. I'm getting out of here.
Ashley is not going anywhere, especially not with you.
Are you threatening us, Gwen?
Oh, this is no threat. This is a promise. You are going to get what's coming to you, and it is not going to be paralysis. This time, Teresa, I am going to kill you. Gwen, no!
I will accept blame for a lot of things, TC, but not this. Giving up her baby was Whitney's decision.
No, Eve, your sordid past. Having Chad out of wedlock, that's what made Whitney fear for her future with her child.
Tabitha, I want to talk to you about Endora.
What now?
Seeing what Whitney's going through makes me more determined than ever to be part of Endora's life.
So you can do what?
So I can be a real father to her.
What? Oh, Julian, I've seen what your fathering skills have done for your other children. Your daughters want nothing to do with you. Chad and Fox are the new Brothers Grimm, and as far as little Ethan is concerned, he isn't even on your radar screen.
Gwen and Ethan adopted the boy.
Yes, because you couldn't be bothered to keep him.
I've made some mistakes, yes.
Yes, indeed you have. And I won't allow you to make any more with Endora. Oh, Julian. I'll give you points for wanting to be a part of Endora's life. I'm afraid I can't allow it for her sake.
I'm not going to argue with you about it, Tabitha, but I'm very determined about this. I will be in Endora's life, and legally you can't stop me.
Legal schmeagle. It'll never come to that. You'll be long gone before then. mad as hell. That's what's happening.
I know at some point I'm gonna have to make a choice between Gwen and Teresa, and it's ripping me apart. Shh, hold on, let me get your soda.
Hold on. Let's have a smoke.
Why not? No one's around?
So choosing between your wife and the mother of your daughter, it's like trying to decide which arm to amputate. But am I wrong in assuming that you're leaning towards Teresa? I mean, you did bring her along.
I didn't want to bring her along. I told her not to come.
Oh, thank God.
Whoa, no, whoa.
I made it.
Whoa. Teresa, get off this plane. We're about to take off.
No.
What are you doing?
Ethan, I'm not leaving, okay? If you're going to rescue our daughter, I'm coming with you.
I'm not playing around with you. You need to get off this plane, okay?
You're not going to talk me out of
No, this is crazy. This could be really dangerous.
All the more reason that I'm coming with you.
I am not going to allow this, Teresa.
Well, you know how I am about taking orders.
Oh, God. She snuck onto the plane, and I insisted that she leave, but she insisted that she stay. So there's nothing I could do about it.
Well, yeah, you could have stopped her. I mean, you knew you two were going to be alone on the plane, right? You knew that you two would have to work real closely together to get past security without getting caught. Come on, man. I'm assuming that all that time you spent with Teresa must have had you wondering how things were going to turn out.
Well, it did.
So who's it going to be, man? Gwen or Teresa?
Stop it! Gwen! Give me these! Catherine, just take Ashley and leave!
This is not the answer. Now you two, you just sit down and let's talk this out rationally.
Rationally? There is nothing rational about Teresa.
I'm not the one attacking people with scissors and plunging scalpels in their backs and stealing their children, Gwen. How could you even think Ethan would want to stay married to a raging psycho like you?
You drove me to do everything that I have done, Teresa. You caused me to lose my Sarah. You caused me not to be able to have any more children. Then you drug my surrogate and you steal my embryo. And if that isn't bad enough, you trick my husband into sleeping with you, which caused me my son. Caused me my son, Teresa. How dare you stand there and call me a psycho, because no one is more maniacal than you.
Stop it. Both of you stop it. That baby is here. She feels the tension between the two of you and it is not good for her. I'm gonna take her. It's all right. She's just gonna take a nap where it's quiet. Don't worry. Gwen, you control yourself. While I'm gone, you don't say anything or do anything that you will regret, all right?
Only thing I regret is not killing you, son!
What the heck was that? The whole house was shaking.
It felt like an earthquake.
Well, my humble abode is built on a little-known fault line. Although, actually, I think that last bit of rock and roll was my antiquated plumbing. I really must get it fixed.
You've been saying that for years, Tabitha.
Yes, well, you know how busy plumbers are, dear.
TC, we might as well leave. No sense in trying to talk to Whitney with Eve and eyes at the ready.
I agree. Honey, I love you, sweetheart, okay?
So do I.
Whitney, I just wish you would have come to me first. Before you gave your baby away. I mean, we could have found another way.
Daddy, I'm really sorry.
I don't blame you. I blame Eve for this. Thanks to you, Eve, I don't have a grandson. I thought I couldn't hate you anymore. But I despise you, Eve. I despise you.
This isn't your fault.
No. But even so, Whitney, and your child is our grandson. Maybe if you had talked to your father, maybe you wouldn't have given him up. No, Mom, I did what I did for the baby's sake. There's no undoing it.
Fess up, Beth. Tell Luis that Marty is his son with sweet Sheridan. And maybe you'll get life instead of the chair.
Beth, what's going on here? You refused to let me do a DNA test on little Marty when Sheridan and I were looking for our son, and now you're refusing again. Why?
I know why. Because Marty is my baby boy.
Okay, stop saying that.
Beth, I'm really starting to wonder what's going on here. Yeah, I would think that you would want us to do the DNA test so we could prove Marty is our son and put this issue to rest.
That's not the issue. This is all in her head.
You know, I gotta be honest with you. I've been a cop for a lot of years, and you're starting to act like someone who's guilty. You're making it look like Sheridan's right about this.
Well, she's not.
Right, well then why not have the DNA test? It just doesn't make any sense.
Stop it! This is not an answer for Teresa. Please think of Ashley, Gwen. Please don't destroy that little girl's life. Please think of her. That little girl. Do what's best for your little girl, Gwen. Please, drop it. Drop it. Come on, you can do it, Gwen. That's right. That's right.
I can't do it, Catherine. I can't do it.
If only I had known that Whitney had her baby, I could have been there for her. Maybe talked her out of giving him up for adoption. Now I will never see my grandson.
Oh, TC, I'm so sorry. And I'm sorry for you and Whitney.
I mean, the worst part is that it didn't have to happen. I'm sure we could have found another way. But it's too late now. What's done is done.
Not necessarily.
What are you thinking?
Well, someone needs to adopt Whitney's baby, right?
Right?
Why not us?
What?
Why don't we adopt Whitney's baby? Your grandson could be the son you always wanted.
Sweetheart, you are a genius. You are an amazingly beautiful genius. No wonder I love you so much. Adopting Whitney's baby is a great idea.
And Liz, the way she cheered TC on when he blamed you for Whitney putting her baby up for adoption.
Well, TC is right about one thing. That little baby is our grandson. Now that he's put up for adoption, we'll never know where he goes or what he grows up to look like, whether he's happy or not.
It's like losing Chad all over again.
At least we got to see him before we lose him forever.
Maybe that doesn't have to happen.
What do you mean?
Well, given that someone's going to adopt the baby, why shouldn't it be us, the child's real grandparents?
Julian, that's a wonderful idea. We'll adopt Whitney's baby.
Oh, must you go now, dear?
Oh, yes. I mean, Fox's room at the Bennett's is nice and quiet, and I just want to, be by myself after the fireworks of tonight.
Yes. I had no idea that this evening would turn out to be quite so quarrelsome.
I'm just glad my mom and dad are done fighting over my baby. Maybe now things will be better.
Yes, that's the spirit, dear. Onward and upward. Bye-bye. Better my broomstick. Whitney's giveaway of her inbred infant certainly caused a commotion between her parents and their significant others. Just how big a commotion, that is the question. absurd. Oh, this is a bigger mess than I even hoped for. TC and Liz and Julian and Eve both want to adopt Whitney's baby. Oh, this could be a fight fest in the making. I suppose Julian's money will give him the edge. But let's not forget that Eve's trial on 3 counts of attempted murder is looming. Yes, this could mean that TC and Liz have the best chance of adopting Whitney's baby. Ooh, I hate not knowing. Yo, Bo, tell Tabby who is finally going to end up with Whitney's baby. Oh, leaping lizards. Oh, how wonderfully awful the outcome is going to be. Ho, ho, ho. Another win for the dark side.
Beth, why are you so against Marty having a DNA test? You know, saying you won't allow it makes you look suspicious.
No, it's just that I'm tired of this whole Marty could be Sheridan's baby thing. I mean, it makes me really uncomfortable that Sheridan is always after Marty.
Beth doesn't know about uncomfortable. I am way overdue for a change.
Louise, you're Marty's father. You were here right after I gave birth. Marty is our son, and I don't think I should have to prove that to some desperate woman who lost her own baby.
You shouldn't mind proving it either.
See where this is coming from? She can't accept that her baby with you is dead.
Because he's not.
See what I mean? I mean, don't get me wrong. I can't imagine how painful it would be to lose a child, but it's really painful to have someone trying to take your child all the time. I can't do this any longer.
Okay, Beth. Hey, listen, I'm sorry, okay? I understand that this isn't easy for you, but I'm telling you, the DNA test will nip this whole thing in the bud.
Please, Louise.
Okay, shit. Listen, once we get the results back, Sheridan will have no choice but to accept that Marty is your child.
Poor Sheridan. It'll break her heart.
I know, and that worries me too. But you were right. This debate over Marty has to stop, okay? We have to stop it. And we need to do the DNA test, and we need to do it now.
Hey, who's it gonna be, huh? Gwen or Teresa?
Look, I've been over this a million times, all right? I know I have to make a choice. But no matter what choice I make, I'm gonna hurt somebody, which makes it even that much harder to do.
Let's go ahead and split up. Should be able to cover more ground that way.
Sounds good. Let's meet back here in 5.
Okay.
So who's it gonna be, huh? Gwen or Teresa?
Fox, later, okay? Let's just get to Gwen and Teresa and Jane before that guard comes to.
Look, I know you and I haven't always gotten along, okay? And even now we still butt heads every once in a while, but I just want you to know that, I understand you're in a tough spot here, and, you know, if you ever need any help with anything, well, you know, whatever, I'm here for you, you know?
Thank you. This is just a decision that I have to make on my own.
Yeah. Worst thing is, it's like you said, you know, no matter who you choose, either Gwen or Teresa gets their heart broken. You're in a no-win situation, man.
I know.